Thank you for rescuing me.
The
Now I'll
abbot of
stay here at
Holamayan
Holamayan
Monastery.
with Master Borello and assist him with the monastery's library.
Excellent. I'll talk with the master then. Oh, hello. Tell me about the dissident priests. A significant part of the temple hierarchy might be more inclined to accept and tolerate differences of opinion in dogma, but other parts of the temple, in particular the ordinators on the Beryl Sala, claim that the threat from Red Mountain and Daggoth-Ur can only be resisted as a unified, resolute faith. The people are afraid, so they support the hard line. But if we can show ourselves able to confront Daggoth-Ur more effectively than the ordinators, the temple and the people will support us. What do you know of Daggoth-Ur? So long as the ordinators, Boyne Armingers, and Tribunal could contain the Blight and Daggoth-Ur creatures within the Ghost Fence, faith in the temple's protective power was strong. But now travelers and settlements suffer from Blightstorm and marauding monsters, and the people fear the temple is losing its ages-old battle with the devil Daggoth-Ur. The Sixth House is a new threat and not yet widely recognized as another face of the devil Daggoth-Ur. But it is clearly a sign of a coming crisis, and the temple may no longer be able to protect Morrowind. In such troubled times, the Dunmer may return to ancient pillars of faith, the ancestors and the Daedra, and especially the prophetic visions granted by Lord Azura. Then they may look to the Nerevarine, Saint Nerevar Reborn, to lead them against the grim armies of Daggoth-Ur. Our interest in the Nerevarine used to be a matter of principle, a willingness to consider the validity of mystical insights rejected by temple doctrine. Now, Daggoth-Ur grows stronger, while the Tribunal grows weaker, and the return of Saint Nerevar, even if only reborn in spirit, may be our best prospect of salvation. By the way, there are a few books from our library you might find of interest. Each gives a very different impression of Nerevar. We have the real Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, and Saint Nerevar. This is a selection from a series of monographs by various imperial scholars on Ashlander legends. In ancient days, the Deep Elves and a great host of outlanders from the west came to steal the land of the Dunmer. In that time, Nerevar was a great Khan and war leader of the house people, but he honored the ancient spirits and the tribal law and became as one of us. So when Nerevar pledged upon his great ring of the ancestors, one clan under Moon and Star, to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land, all the tribes joined the house people to fight a great battle at Red Mountain. Though many Dunmer, tribesmen, and housemen died at Red Mountain, the Dwemer were defeated, and their evil magics destroyed, and the outlanders driven from the land. But after this great victory, the power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret, and, setting themselves up as god, neglected Nerevar's promise to the tribes. But it is said that Nerevar will come again with his ring and cast down the false gods, and by the powers of his ring will make good his promises to the tribes to honor the spirits and drive the outsiders from the land. Ages ago, Nerevar was the greatest Dunmer general, first counselor and companion of Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothistil, who, with the power of the great ring of the ancestors, one clan under Moon and Star, united the Dunmer houses to confront the evil Dwemer, the treacherous House Daggoth, and their western allies at Red Mountain. By providence, the faithless Dwemer were utterly destroyed and their allies defeated. But Nerevar, mortally wounded in combat with the traitor Daggoth-Ur, was driven from Red Mountain. Nerevar died not long after of his wounds, but he lived to see the birth of the temple and to bless the unity of the Dharma into the safekeeping of Almslevi, the temple, and all its communion of saints. This one feels like written by the temple indeed. And the third one, the real Nerevar. The Stelvani Retainer's informal history of Nerevar lists no sources. When the Dunmer followed Veloth to Morrowind, there were many warring clans with no lord or leader in common. One Dunmer warlord, Nerevar, had the ambition to rule all the Dunmer. In that time, House Dwemer was great enchanter, so Nerevar went in secret to a Dwemer smith and asked for an enchanted ring that would help him. The ring gave its wearer great powers of persuasion. For safety, it was enchanted to instantly kill anyone who wore it except Nerevar. The ring was called Moon and Star, and it helped Nerevar unite the various clans into the First Council. Later, however, disputes over religion divided the council, with House Dwemer and House Dagoth on one side, and all the other houses on the other. Dwemer and Dagoth invited Orc and Nord clans as allies and held northwest Morrowind, while Nerevar mustered the other houses and nomad tribes and marched to meet the Dwemer-Dagoth Westerner forces. The armies met at Red Mountain, a Dwemer stronghold. The Dwemer were defeated, with great slaughter, and terrible sorceries were used, resulting in the utter extermination of House Dwemer, House Dagoth, and their allies. Nerevar was killed in the battle and his ring lost, but Nerevar's alliance survives in Morrowind's ruling political institution, the Grand Council. So this one clearly written by a member of a great house. Interesting how they all slightly bend the story, like the gist is roughly the same, but the lessons from it and the conclusions are quite different. Yes. What about the lost prophecies? I have reviewed the Apocrypha and have found 2 passages of particular interest. We've made copies of the passages to give you. Many are familiar with the 2 Nerevarine prophecies current among the Ashlander called the Stranger and the 7 Visions. We have 2 other prophecies, the Lost Prophecy and the 7 Curses, that may offer additional insights into the riddles surrounding the coming of the Incarnate. Perhaps these are the lost prophecies that your friend Nibani Mesa told you about. We have also prepared a document for you called Kagranak's Tools. This document will explain to you and to others the terrible secret that the temple conceals about the true history of the tribunal and the corrupt nature of their divine power. It is to conceal this secret that the temples persecute the Nerevarine and the dissident priest. The persecution must stop. We must be united against the true enemy Dagoth Or. And if you are the Nerevarine, you must lead us against him. The Hieroglypha are the collected priestly writings of the temple. The Apocrypha are the hidden writings, secret knowledge only at the highest level of priesthood and inquisition. Defying the temple, we have gathered as much of the Apocrypha as we can here in Holamayan. One of the chief disputes between the temple and the dissident priest is that the temple hides the truth from its followers. By the way, have you seen Arvesa? I question your wisdom in bringing that girl here. While I do not believe the boy and armigers have lost such as the ordinators, they will not kindly look on what we are trying to accomplish. However, Vess says that he is safe from her judgment at the moment, so that is good. Let's see those lost prophecy, or the lost prophecy. From 7th sign of 11th generation, neither hound nor guar, nor seed nor harrow, but dragon-born and far-star marked, outlander incarnate beneath Red Mountain, Blessed guest counters 7 curses. Star-blessed hand wield thrice-cursed blade to reap the harvest of the unmourned house. A rough summary might be that an outlander, foreigner born but welcome as a guest, confronts 7 curses beneath the Red Mountain. His hand, blessed by Azura, used a cursed blade to bring justice to House Dagoth, or House Dwemer, or both. The Nerevarine, an outlander, that wouldn't please many Ashlanders, and may explain how the prophecy got lost. Indeed. Interesting, he doesn't stress the Dragonborn part of things. The 7 curses. Through the doors of the unmourned house, where scoffers scoff and schemers scheme, from the halls of the oath-breaking house, rings 7 curses of gods blasphemed. First curse, curse of fire. Second curse, curse of ash. Third curse, curse of flesh. Fourth curse, curse of ghost. Fifth curse, curse of seed. Sixth curse, curse of despair. And 7th curse, curse of dreams. In short, 7 curses from House Dagoth or House Dwemer or both. We have fire, ash from the Red Mountain. Flesh is corpus, ghost, seed and despair. We don't know. Curse of dreams could be soul sickness indeed. Well, that was interesting. Mara, do you have anything to add? You're happy with that? Sure. What do you say, Vess?
Time we discuss this prophecy you have become involved in.
Let's. How could I be so naive? Caius believes you are the Nerevarine. All those tasks he sent you on, it was not to uncover the prophecy, but to fulfill it. Were you always aware of what Caius wanted? I don't know what to think. I am no savior. You have been deceived by Caius. You cannot trust his people or the wild claims they make. You should know none of the former incarnates survived their trial. No one ever will. How are you so certain of that? Vivek has forbidden any non-incarnate to persist. The ordinators are tasked to deal with them. The path you were put on will only end in sorrow. Now, hang on. Do the incarnates failed because they were not meant to be Nerevar reincarnated, or did they fail because they were killed by the ordinators? I need to know the truth. I can tell you won't be persuaded. I do not believe the same as Caius, but if this is your choice, I will be beside you to see it through. Thank you. There are a great many old books in here. Well, the next logical step, no, that's a dead end, is to return to the wise woman. Let's take a look at the temple. Welcome to our monastery. They say you are established, blessed by Azura. You should visit the shrine of Azura and seek the favor of Azura. An ancient worship site dedicated to the Daedra Lord Azura. The shrine is due south from here as the racer flies. What do you say, Alversal? If it's close from here, I think we should take a look. I would like to call Julian to me. But I am worried he might still be confused. No, quick, quick. Nah. Whew. Okay, we did it. South as the cliff racer fly. So that way. I think it's more important that we go back and talk to the wise woman. No. We'll have to swim.
Whenever you wish to return to Vivek, just let me know.
Return to Vivek or Ebonheart? Ebonheart. Ebonheart. So be it. And let's see if we can find Julian. He said he would be at Jobasha's. Right. Hello? No. Ah, well, I guess we'll walk. It's not that far anyway. The temple is right here, and the foreign quarters over there. I wonder if I can just swim from here and climb up there. That would be Hlalu. I didn't get that lovely water walking, though it was water breathing. So, swimming it is. Right. I believe that was a rather efficient shortcut. It's always nicer to travel with a little bit of music. Jobasha will be On the first or second level? Maybe that level right here, that'd be nice. No, I think we need to go to the upper waste work. And then one side or the other. Okay.
Has no time for
Maybe I was wrong. It was the lower waste work.
Perhaps I can interest you in one of my fine wares. Magical, all for a low.
Nah, thanks. Nope, wrong side. Hey, Julian. Let's go.
Keep moving.
I have a terrible feeling about Julian. Well, it looks like the lost prophecies were a big waste of time, doesn't it? What do you mean, Julian? I was hoping I might get something useful from them, but it looks like they were lost for a reason. Just more stupid poetry that makes no sense. Are you saying this because they claim the Nerevarine will be an Outlander? Ah, who knows what they claim? They're prophecies. It's their job to be vague about everything. They were pretty clear on that, it is true. Well, that's why it's stupid nonsense, isn't it? Of course the Incarnate isn't going to be an Outlander. And you shouldn't forget what we're doing here. You're only pretending to be the Nerevarine to help me. We agreed that. I'm sure all this attention is very flattering for you. Just keep in mind what's important, okay? Okay, what is important? Remind me. Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore, all right? That is so very childish, Julian. So very childish.
I have you.
Yeah, he seems to be quite badly paralyzed. I don't know what from. But... Julian. Oh, come on. Now you're being silly. Let's use our rings to teleport to your mother's place. I think from here, if I follow the coast, I should be able to find the Ahemusa camp again. Oof. Everybody is very hungry. There you go, buddy. Aww. There you go. All right. No, indeed. No more Inquisitor. Just a trek along the coast. Well, I was not expecting to see anybody here, to be honest. And just like that, 2 buddies. Unfriendly buddies. Ugh, come on. Oof. I mean, Julian, you've become incredibly useless, haven't you? It is true that it took me forever to remember where my weapon was, so I take responsibility for that. But Julian is not only not doing anything, he's actually in the way. I guess that's his way of sulking, maybe. So where were we? Right here, before deciding to go back. I still think I should go back.
Whatever you want, within reason.
So... curiosity, but no. Let's be reasonable.
Whenever you wish to return to Vivid, just let me know.
Let's go. I'm still going to go and pick up Julian and travel back to the camp. I think this is the fastest way around. I will not waste your time. Okay. We know the way, and this time I know I don't need to go to the upper wastework. So, in a way, we're saving time. I don't know what's wrong with Julian. He turned towards me though. You are again with that. Why is he getting overburdened? Why oh why? You can have one of these as well. I don't know which one you prefer. I mean, even though he's not overburdened right now, he's still not moving. Alright, Julian. Let's go back to camp. There you go, buddy. Okay, I need to be ready, a minimum of readiness. That means my traveling gear, weapon in hand, not exhausted. Yeah, it was a long shot. I thought maybe just switching the idols would make him move, but no such luck. I'm going to not run so that by the time we meet those unfriendly Ashlander rebels, I am ready to take them on, even without Julian's help. Also, bound mace. It's not a huge chance of casting it successfully. Yep. These are the unfriendly people. One down. Thank you, Vess, for the shock. Thanks, Vess. Find it hard to believe that some Ashlanders were actually seduced by the Sixth House. I mean, more likely that they fell victim to the Sixth House. It's not the same thing, I guess. Okay.
Yes?
I heard Julian shout, which is usually a good sign. There's probably another rebel over there. So what is this? A door. From to... Huh. Okay. We'll fix that. Very cold. I'm wearing everything I can wear. I can add that. Now I'm just cold. That clearly sounded like a sheep. Another ruin. Who is that? Oh. Come on. Julian, did you actually try to fight? I think he might have tried to fight. So, thank you. He's just sort of paralyzed. Not his fault, I guess. I hope we're not too far from the camp now. In Darren. And a Dweller ruin. It's a lot further than I imagined. Anyway, I committed to traveling all the way along the coast, so we'll do that. We might discover more things along the way. Need a bit of healing, Julian. Okay, a little bit for me. And all I have to do is keep going in this exact right direction. We should be able to cover the ground fairly quickly if we don't get an ash storm at all. It's a rat. What is this? The snow in the Ashlands feels so out of place. Hey, hey! Oh no, that's not what it's just a shrine. I wonder if it's not a mistake to give ranged weapons to Vess. For a second I saw the lanterns, I was like, I'm already there. That was not the case. Yeah. What is this? That looks like some ruins of a Dunmer stronghold. Oh, there's an entrance here. Van Varian, okay. Clearly not where we're going. Pretty sure we're more than halfway through now. And so long as there's no storm, the landscape is pretty desolate, but not too bad either. There's a weird cry I hear in the background. I can't even imagine what sort of monster that is. Yes, almost there. right after we deal with this cliff racer. Blighted by the look of it. And a shulk. Thanks, Vess. We have a Gorharder here. Nope, not a Gorharder. This one is wild. Hello? You're an Ashlander rebel. But you're not attacking, I'm not complaining. Yeah, let's not go in the water. Oh, is that... I think I saw some Ashlander lanterns in the distance. Yes. Oh, I saw those. They're a bit misleading. This is where we're going. Oh, I see it. There we go. Okay. Indeed. Oh, I think it's that yurt over there. Hello. I have the lost prophecies. You have these lost prophecies? You will tell me these things over and over until I have learned them by heart. And then you will tell me what these priests say, what they see in these words, and then you must leave me, hunt, sleep, train, feed, learn the land. I must bring these into me and place them before my ancestors and listen to them and to the skies and stars of my dreams. And then, when the moons have come and gone, return and I will give you my judgment. This is a strange dream, indeed. The Shaman Dagoth speaks to you in the voice of prophecy. He curses the three betrayers, the three false gods, Vivek, Almalexia, Sothasil. He calls you to drive the Outlanders from Morrowind. This is a very strong dream, very cunning, a dream to stir hearts. This is a very good lie. He called you Nerevar, and the dream of the Nerevarine is very strong and very dangerous for you and for my people. Yes. Oh, by the way, do you remember Mashti? Do I remember anyone named Mashti Kaushibabel? Why, yes, I do, but I have not heard of her for many years now. She was the daughter of the previous Ashkan, but she left us to marry a man from the Ahemusa. Is she still with them? That's what she told her sister the night she left, so her sister claimed anyway. Well, she has a son, Julian. I can see it that you mention it, but he is not a blood child. I must be mistaken now. Nothing new to say. Nothing new to say. What do you make of this, Vess? What about you, Julian? Is that what you have to say? She remembers your mother. Don't be ridiculous. Mother's never been married. I told you, people tell all kinds of lies about her. You shouldn't listen. This alone makes me think that maybe she was married. Alright, we need to wait a
To give
whole...
you my judgment.
You are? But you are, really? Okay. I thought there was a whole moon and thing happening, but fine. The ancestors and stars have given me clear signs. The lost prophecies leave no doubt. The incarnate shall be an outlander. You, blessed by Azura, must lift the 7 curses of Dagoth-Ur. Prophecy has shown that 7 steps of the Nerevarine path, and I have been chosen as a guide for each step on that path. I will read the signs and show you the way. It is time for you to walk the path of the 7 visions and pass the 7 trials of the 7 visions. You are born on a certain day to uncertain parents, so you have passed the first trial. My dreams show me that you also fulfill the second trial, that neither blight nor age can harm him, the curse of flesh before he flies. I have read the sign, but I cannot understand. Can you explain this to me? Well, I got corporate and then I was cured. That you have overcome the curse of flesh is strange enough, but that it should protect you from blight and age is past belief. Yet the signs of my dreams are clear. You have passed the second trial, but the third trial is unfulfilled. The mystery of the third trial is not my secret to share. Go to Sul Matul, the guardian of our cult, and he shall tell you of the third trial. When you have fulfilled the third trial, return to me for guidance on your next step on the path of the Nerevarine. All right. The Ursulaku are the last holdouts of the Ashlander delusions of grandeur. Really? Is it grandeur? You're still sulking, huh? Alright, let's go talk to Sulmatul real quick. You wish to know about the third trial, and I shall tell you. You have entered the path of the Nerevarine. This is a hard thing to believe, but Nibani Mesa has spoken to me at length of this, and I have had time to consider. Therefore, I shall keep my own counsel and set before you my own test. I do not dispute with the wise women, but their ways are not the ways of the warrior. Many before have tried the path of the Nerevarine, but all have failed the warrior test. You must have strength, courage, and cunning. These things I would test. Nearby lies Kogorun, the ancient halls of the forgotten house Dagoth. In recent times, creatures of the Blight have come to dwell there. Myself went there with some brave hunters and came back again. But it was a bad place, and I am not ashamed to say I was afraid for myself and my men. If you would have from me the secret of the third trial, the carven dark where Azura's eyes see, you will first bring to me 3 tokens from Dark Kogorun. The first token is a corpus weeping from a corpus beast, to show that you are proof against the disease's corruption. The second token is a cup, with the mark of House Dagoth, for I have myself seen such cups there, and will know you have seen with your eyes what I have seen with mine. The third token is the shadow shield which lies in the tomb of Dagoth Morin in the lava tunnels deep beneath ruined Kogorun. Bring these to me, and then I will tell you the secret of the third test. Kogorun was an ancient Dunmer stronghold. Here, let me mark it on your map. Go by day in good weather, and you may miss your way. Follow the coast east from Ursulaku camp to the ruined Dunmer stronghold of Valenvarian, then turn southwest. You will see a Bernanit, a ruined Daedric shrine. Go past a Bernanit until you see a massive black structure. That's beneath. At that point, I think I saw it, right? Turn south and you'll reach Kogorun, a great table of stone with many ruined buildings. There are many rooms, the passages are old and deep. Beneath are caves with pools of fire. It is a bad place. Go prepared. What about Ban Beneath? People think it is a cursed place, and we let them believe that. For us, it is a sacred place. It helps us navigate the Ashlands, offer protections during Ashstorm, and living your gift to the big tree brings good luck. Alright. Well, we know where we have to go next.